설아야. 헤헤 귀여워.
얘기해놓은 거 보니까 또 크리스마스.
Why do you let them believe those things about you?
Thank